Hey guys, how you doing? This is it. This is the day where I get to test drive the brand new Nissan Leaf, the 2018 model 40 kilowatt hour Nissan Leaf. Actually, full disclosure, I already have driven it quite a few times. Take a look. Check it out, guys. That's right. I got myself a brand new, OBD2 adapter. I lost mine a while back when I was visiting my mother. She actually threw it out. So I got a new one, and the reason why I got it is for two reasons. One, I just did the review. I want to check on my car, and I'm showing 87% battery health still on my car, so it's doing great for a 3.5-year-old Nissan Leaf. And also the second one is I am helping James Pollock. If that name sounds familiar to you, it should, because he is the creator of Leaf Spy, and he's trying to get it ready, the Leaf Spy ready for the brand new generation of Leafs. And so I have been collecting lots of data, doing lots of test drives, and keep sending him different data from different trips and things like that, helping him get the app set right for you guys. When you get your brand new Leaf, you can still use your Leaf Spy with it. Awesome, very cool. So it's been a hot one. Actually, I've been doing this for about 3 or 4 days now, in full disclosure, and I actually got myself burnt a little bit. The other day I was overcast, went out with my students the day before the test drive, and we ran into some sumo wrestlers in our area. They were doing an exhibition match in our city area, and they were warming up outside near the park I was taking the kids to, and that was pretty cool. We got to do a little tug of war. The kids got to play tug of war with one of the lower level sumo wrestlers. But there was we got our picture taken with a very high level sumo wrestler, Ozeki class, and he's kind of famous. Whoa, what happened? Whoa, hang on. Sorry about that, guys. My gimbal, I've been using it all day, exterior shots of the car and interior shots as well. And I was worried the battery's a little low, and this is my 4th take, so yeah, it went dead in the middle of I knew something was gonna happen in my opening. So yeah, so my kids got a chance to do that. It was pretty cool, but I did get sunburned, so ignore the, what do you call it, the chafing head, the skin's coming off now. Let's see here. Got thrown off, sorry about that. Gosh, so professional. So I did some exterior shots, but I wasn't able to get any exterior shots of the car moving. They're very, very strict about the car still. I haven't been able to get a chance to really take it for a test, a really good drive. Don't worry, I'm planning on doing 2 different videos. First video is this one. It's kind of a hybrid between a video similar to what I did with my notebook review, and then also just a regular personal opinion kind of review as well. So it's a little bit of a hybrid review video I'm making today. And then later on, when the car is not so new, they're gonna let me borrow it for a couple days, and I can do a really good range test on the car. So yeah, so let's get going. Let's go and let's have some fun, and I'll close up later and give you my final thoughts on the car. All right, we're in the car. This is it. Test time. I mounted the camera here this time so you can see some of the interior while I'm driving. If I get a chance, maybe I can do a forward-facing shot too as we go around, so I can mix it in. So, are you ready?
Hi.
Okay. My buddy here, he's ready to go. Turning off the sound. Later on in this video, I'll go over the functions, the menu, and all that, what it looks like, and try to explain to the best of my ability what each function is, because it's so new. Even my dealer, he doesn't know what everything means on this. This car is loaded with safety features. It's pretty cool, and so yeah, we'll do that later. For now, let's do a test drive, and I'll give you my interpretations, my feelings of how it handles. So far, the legroom is ridiculously huge in this car. If you're an American or European that had a Leaf before and you buy this Leaf, you're going to notice the difference right away. It's going to be much more comfortable. Legroom is a lot more in the front. Back is just a little bit more, but the front has a lot. Big improvement ね。前は足元結構広くなっちゃった。後ろはちょっとだけね。
後ろも
少しね。これの方
そうですね。
すごいね。Yeah, the front is really quite spacious for people with long legs. And I'm weird. I'm not a very tall guy, but I have extremely long legs. I have a short torso, and this is quite comfortable. But I have to move the seat so far. I have to move it up high. Where's the thing? There it is. I have to move the seat up high. I guess it's all the way up. I have to move the seat up high just so I can see out because I have a short torso. It's kind of funny. All right. So what I'm gonna do 2 videos. And this video is the test drive and my opinions about how my feelings about the car, and then I'll make a second video. And the second video is when I get a chance to borrow the car for overnight, and I can do a valid range test. So I'm not gonna take it easy on this car today. I'm gonna drive it like a normal person. I'm even gonna hit the XL a few times. I'm gonna really try it out and get a feel for what it's like with this new motor and everything. Not motor. The motor's the same motor, but the new inverter that gives the motor more power. So let's do this. All right, let's go. So the first thing is, with your display, you won't see it right now. I'll superimpose it right now while I'm talking. With display, you see you have an eco section. They didn't have that on the previous Leaf. I'm not got the net eco no tokoro. It would have been nice if you had like a little area marked on the previous Leaf to keep people from going over that. If you stay within this eco mode area, you get ichiban e range, right? So it's nice to put in there. It gives you 6 segs though. That's crazy. 6 seg, 6 bar. How do I say 6は5つじゃなくて6つ, man. There's 6 bars on this. That's crazy. I only used yesterday. I test drove, and yesterday when I was test driving, I think 2 は2 十分だよ 2. It's got quite a good XL. This motor is so powerful. 結構力あるだから2つのバーはもう十分だよ本当に for regular traffic driving, things like that. All right. You still have your B mode. You move the joystick twice. You get the B mode, the extra regenerative braking. It feels the same. 回生ブレーキは前のリフトと同じぐらいでしょ。少し強くなってる。Oh, 本当? Okay. He says it has gotten a little stronger than the previous Leaf. Honestly, I couldn't tell. So maybe it's because I drive EMV は結構強いだから。Maybe because I drive the EMV all the time, and the EMV has really strong regenerative braking. Echo mode button is now off the steering wheel. It's down in this panel where I'm showing right now. So yeah, I got the air conditioning going because I have the camera hooked up, and even with the air conditioning going, I'm showing in eco mode a little over 200 kilometers I could probably go on this current charge. And keep in mind, this car, scroll over to the economy area, this car is only showing 3.8 kilometers per kilowatt hour right now, and that's where it's going. It's going by that number to give me my estimated range, and that's a terrible number. すごい最高ね. So with that number showing 200, that's すごい. あれはすごい. Because really normal over here, normal is about 6. 5, 6 is normal for a test drive car. 5 or 6 kilometers per kilowatt hour. 5か6でしょ普通でしょ君運転の時。When I drive,俺10ぐらい. I get about 10 kilometers per kilowatt hour. You get about, what, 5, 6 when you drive? Yeah, because you're using air conditioning and you're a little bit more heavy-footed, right? But this is showing 3.7. I'm still showing. That's crazy. That's really good. I've definitely noticed a difference in the range on this car. Is definitely good range. What's really cool is when you drive and you see that your percentage bar this 84% of the battery. The battery meter, the percentage. Like when I drive my car, I think だいたい 1.5 2 kilo ぐらい 1% 下がるね. This car, no, you can go much further on 1%. It's a pretty cool feeling. All right, let's get going. Oh, take the brake off. To take the brake off in this car, they went back to automatic brake. They went back to automatic power brake, or whatever you want to call it. They don't have the foot brake anymore, the emergency brake, because it coincides with the automatic parking, the ProPilot parking system. We'll talk about that more later. All right, let's get going. I'm not going to use the E-pedal right away either. I tested the E-pedal out yesterday. It's pretty fun, but it's a very strong brake system. The E-pedal is the BMW to i3 Kiko Naji Poi. It uses both the regenerative braking and the disc brakes tied together for your braking without using the brake pedal itself. So it is using mechanical braking, even though you're not pushing the foot pedal yourself, the brake pedal yourself. So it's pretty strong. So when you're in the, I can see that being really useful for just running around doing errands real quick. You know, going to the bank, going to the grocery store, going to the post office, things like that. You would like, you know, be kind of nice just one pedal driving. But for long periods of driving, you're not going to want to be using that E-pedal for that. It's really strong braking. It takes time to get used to. Okay, I'm in eco mode. Oh yeah, you're right. It is a little stronger. When your eco mode is on, the regenerative braking is actually quite a bit stronger than my current leaf. It's pretty nice. I love the fact you have all these segs. It's got a lot more segs now, guys. Instead of those bubbles on our car, we had like 10 bubbles on one side and 8 on the other side, whatever it is. I can't remember the number of bubbles. This thing's got like 30 segs for power, and well, how many segs is that? 15 to 20 segs for your. It's much more. It gives you much more detailed information on your power consumption. So the 2 segs I'm saying is the 2 segs on this is a lot less than 2 segs on a current leaf, the leaf that I own. Alright. I'm going to take it out of eco mode now. And I'm going to try to excel. I let the cars get way ahead of me. Oh my gosh! Whoa! Whoa! Did I scare you? Okay. Wow! I mean, I did the same thing yesterday, but you forget that it's night and day, the power on this car versus the previous model Leaf. Oh, jeez, it just sucks you into the seat. It just pulls you into that seat. It's not Tesla power, but I mean, wow, it's really close. It feels the same almost in this little car. Crazy good power on this thing. Oh, the B mode has got some really good regenerative braking too. I hardly used, even though I accelerated to, I was up to 70 kilometers an hour in no time. I didn't even have to use the foot brake. I had the B mode braking on, and when I took my foot off the gas, it really, you can see our heads. We actually pulled forward a little bit when I hit. It's got some really good regenerative braking in B mode. I think it's to supplement, you know, kind of for the extra power you have. They give you a little more braking power too. I didn't make the power go down 1% though doing that. Yeah, but we also got the air conditioning going at the same time. So I mean, don't know how much is air conditioning and how much is my little test there and acceleration. Wow, one more time. It's already up to 80 that quick. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That was awesome. Yeah, that was going up a hill, guys. Going up a hill, I still had so much acceleration when I hit that gas, or I hit the XL. Wow, really impressive. All right, let's turn on the ProPilot. Let's try out the ProPilot for my viewers out there. Set. I'm going to set to 50 kilometers an hour. There's nobody in front of us, so it will go 50, even though it's I think this area is a 40, really. I set to 50 just to test out how well it works against cars in front of you. Unfortunately, there's no cars in front of me right now, but everything's good. Once you hit the turn signal, the handle, if your handle is engaged, what they call it handle, if your steering is engaged, or ProPilot automatic steering to keep you inside the lane, if that's engaged, when you hit the turn signal, it'll disengage automatically. and then hopefully re-engage when you re-establish the ProPilot. Okay, I've activated ProPilot again. There's some good white lines coming up ahead. We've learned some new things. The ProPilot has definitely been improved since I test drove the Selena, that van. Used to be you had to have double white lines on both sides. That doesn't seem to be the case. 昨日は一人はオレンジ線、一つはオレンジ線、一つは白い線できたね。It worked with an orange line on the right side, so that was pretty cool. I can't get the handle to engage right now. That's interesting. Let's see, car coming up in front of us. Let's see if it catches it. Hasn't spotted it yet. It'll tell you on the dashboard if it spots. Hasn't spotted it yet. Didn't spot it. I had to engage the brakes myself on that. That's interesting. I think it's because the sun's position. The sun's kind of blinding it. Unfortunately, with these automatic driving, these camera-assisted driving, these cruise controls, if you can't see very well, you can guarantee the car won't be able to see very well. The camera gets blinded easier than we get blinded by the sun. So that's probably what's causing the handle not to engage here, and also probably causing not be able to see the car in front. So you can't really count on it to work every time 100%, but when it does work, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I tried it out. We found out also another thing on the Selena, the minivan we test drove a while back with the ProPilot. We noticed that you had to go 50 kilometers an hour just for the steering to engage, the automatic steering to engage. On this car, it was engaging at 0 kilometers an hour. Like zero. It's like zero more handle engage. It is this much improved. It has improved. They have improved the ProPilot a lot. If you have good lines, I'm sorry guys. If I was in Tokyo, mostly Tokyo, if I was in Tokyo, I wouldn't have a problem at all with the ProPilot. ちょっと田舎だからそう結構薄い道はあまり良くない The streets are not very good for ProPilot driving around here, but we did get it kicked in a couple times yesterday in areas that we didn't expect, like on this road. この道も一回やった。Yeah, it does work, and when it works, it's pretty amazing. It also, even if you don't have ProPilot on, it still has lane assist, so if you start to drift outside the lane, it'll make an audible noise, and it'll also actually pull you right back in automatically back into the lane. Even without ProPilot, the handle will, the steering will take over if you start to get outside your lane. It has tons and tons of brand new safety features that are standard on a lot of high-end cars, but not usually on cars in this class. It reads certain signs. If you start going down the wrong way, like there's a lot of one-way streets in Tokyo, and if you start turning down the wrong way, it'll warn you because it'll read the sign and it'll tell you, don't go this way, you're going the wrong way. It's got a lot of new features. It has cornering assist. I can't even think of all the stuff. It has blind spot. It'll blind spot sensors, and this car has actually more sonars than any other cars in the Nissan lineup. This car has 6 in the front and 6 in the back. Gives you 12 sonar sensors, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. You have 5 cameras on this car. I don't know if all 5 are hooked up to the. I think it's only 4 cameras hooked up. You got the right side camera, the left side camera, front camera, and the rear view camera. Those are definitely hooked up to the onboard computer for driving. It also has reverse backing up assist. So if you're backing up and the car senses somebody or a car coming, it'll actually stop you. It'll hit the brakes for you, and as well as make an audible noise to let you know something's back there. That's kind of cool. You can always override that. There's a button right here on the dash. You can override the sonars if you want. Right? これ sonar これ音か sonar ケース。音だけ？ビビビビビ sonar はまだついてる。sonar はついてる。Okay, so it just takes off the noise. It doesn't disengage the sonars completely. I'm gonna reset the ProPilot to 45 in the 40 zone. This time the ProPilot sees the car. So yeah, I'm not doing a thing. The ProPilot is completely controlling this car. And I test drove this thing several times yesterday in different locations, not just this location. And the ProPilot is pretty impressive. The car was turning in front of me. この昨日16号で、ProPilot やってみた。車は前の車は左曲がったね。この車ちゃんと止まった。でもそれだけじゃない。ちゃんと resume. このバトン押していなかったの時。Even though I stopped almost completely for the car in front of me that was turning left, I didn't have to do a thing. The car actually resumed without me hitting the resume button. Usually you have to hit the resume button if it stops completely. And so that was impressive. Okay. We're gonna go one more time, try to get this thing to work. Last time, Kino, let's see if the camera will see the lines today. Where was it? About here. It's coming up. Get a little closer. Yeah, I'm looking around. I'm going to try over here now. I can't get it to engage. Any ideas? Why did it work last time? It should be working right now. Maybe put the 50. Oh, that's... Had to hit the brakes. The light turned red. I don't know. That's weird. It was working great yesterday. It is a little temperamental. It's a little temperamental. 違うところは I did 2回運転した。1回目はこのところとこのところできた。でも2回目は全然違うところ。It's like it's a little temperamental around these streets. I think 高速は全然問題ないです。Yeah. The highway is definitely no problem. It's still not perfect for the streets. That's why. But you can see that it's been upticking with every new car release. So first was the Selena that got the ProPilot first. Then they went to the X-Trail, got the ProPilot, and the X-Trail was already a little bit better, a little smoother braking than the Selena. And now they have this one. It's even more. The braking's even more smooth. It's not so hard. It's pretty incredible. Although I did notice one thing. You're going like if you have a dip in the road, it freaks out ProPilot every time you have a dip. It disengages. You go like this and like this. If it's kind of a strong dip, the ProPilot will totally disengage. I noticed that yesterday when I was test driving. But yeah, the braking is much smoother on this, and it just keeps improving. So probably when the next car comes out, like whatever the car is, Note or whatever has ProPilot next, El Grande, I don't know, whatever car has a ProPilot next, it'll even be a little bit better. They keep tweaking it because Nissan 18 and they want stage 2, right? ProPilot 2 is Nissan 18 でしょ? Right? I think so. They have 3 stages, right? Selena wa ichiban, this first one. Nissan 18 no Selena wa second stage, and Nissan 20 was third stage. And the third stage will be actually you just hit to program your navigation to take you somewhere, and the car will do all the driving for you. Technically, I'm not very confident on that yet, but judging by the fact that this handle is not engaging yet, the steering wheel is not engaging yet. But that's the plan, right? So they just keep tweaking. Every latest model that comes out with a ProPilot, it's a little bit better. So right now, this is the latest ProPilot. So that's why this one. See, that's the only thing about Nissan that's different than Tesla that I'm not a big fan of is it's not one of the only things, but Tesla's one thing they're better about Nissan on is the upgrades. Tesla, you get upgrades on your car, so the autopilot keeps getting upgraded. You don't have to change, you don't have to buy a new car with Tesla right now. With this new car, this car is really feeling more and more sophisticated. It's so quiet. I got the air conditioning going. It's so quiet. It's quite comfortable. It's very quiet. It's so smooth. They've really improved the suspension. I think even more. The road noise has gone way down. I don't know how they did that. If they're using different tires or what. The road noise is a lot less in this car, it seems like to me. I could be wrong though. I haven't taken it on the highway yet. But it's a very sophisticated feeling car, especially with all these safety features they have, and it's got everything. It's got the safe, what do you call it? They say on-zen brake. What do you say in English? I can't remember, but the automatic braking. Somebody stops in front of you. So this car will do it too. So not only will it stop, if somebody stops in front of you while you're driving and you're not paying attention, it'll stop for you. It'll also, if you're at a light and light turns green and you hit the XL thinking the person in front is going to go, but they don't go, the car will not move. It will stay where it is. Well, they did. They crammed everything they could think of in this car. It has every safety feature you can think of into it, and it works. And I love what they call it. They call it Safety Shield. You actually have a menu in here for your Safety Shield, so you can, for all you Trekkie fans, you can actually say shields up. Like that's cool. Like Riker would say, shields up, red alert. So yeah, but it's not gonna be great for all the kids that are learning how to drive in their parents' car when they have this car, because I get to see Dad sitting in the back seat doing his best Jean-Luc Picard or James Tiberius Kirk impersonation. Make it show number one. That looks embarrassing the heck out of their kids. All right, let's try the parking. Right there.
じゃあ奥やってみます。エクストレールの奥。
Yeah, they can do. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the parking. This ProPilot parking is amazing, guys. At first, I thought, it's something like the iPhone 8 and 10, the iPhone 10's emoji thing. I thought it was gonna be the same thing as that, like just kind of a fun gimmick to play with. But let's see if that thing pops up. Am I not close enough? Didn't even further to the left, so the camera can sense it. Right. Oh, take that. Let's go a little further forward. My bad. I think so. It's smart enough to know. Alright, let me get a little closer. Maybe that'll help. Let's get really close to that. Oh, there we go. See, I knew. I just had to get a little closer. You have to kind of skim kind of close so the camera can see the parking. Oh, no. Usually it's about here it kicks in. I'm new at this, guys. It really is simple. Part of the problem is there's a wall really close to us. It's like, what, 20 feet ahead of us. There's a wall. And so it's having a problem with that. All right, go ahead. Hit that button and then take your foot off the brake and hit this. It's going to get kind of close to that. I think it's going to have a problem. The sonar is probably going to stop it, because I have a feeling this X-Trail is a little bit over his line, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Can you do it? Yeah, it's gonna want to boost. And in this fence, there's a. Yeah, no good. That is not gonna work.
でもセンサーが反応するから。
で、穴あるだからダメだよでしょ。
そうなの。ちょっとやってみる。
怖い。All right, you do it. If you break it, it's your fault, not me. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Not a good idea. See, the sonar is going right through the fence. You are so close. Not a good idea. Damn it. The sonar is going right through the fence on that. No! Stop! No! It won't stop. You know, beep 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 出ないでしょ? Beep beep beep. 普通はビビビ出るよ今. No! No! Stop! It won't work.
やめときましょう。
Woo! Cancel. Out of curiosity, I want to see just how close we are. How close did we come? Let me grab my other camera. You are crazy. You're crazy. Brand new $40,000 car, and he's like, yeah, I think I can make it. Even though I know the sonar. I've used this thing. I used this car 3 times yesterday. That sonar kicks in pretty quickly, the BPPs. Nothing's beeping yet. We're almost hitting the fence, and he's like, I think I can do it. Let's find out. All right. No way. I don't think so, dude. At least it would hit the, I guess this curve, I just see this curve. It would definitely hit the curve before it hit the fence problem. No, maybe not. No, it wouldn't. No, when the tire's far enough back, it would hit the fence same time it hit the curb, buddy. You want to keep trying? Let me die.
やめとく。緑の線がもうこの辺まで来てたから。
So yeah, it tells you what it's thinking. It tells you where it's planning on going, and the little green box it wants to go to goes beyond this fence, goes over to here. I don't think we want to test that. The all-new Nissan Leaf is packed with a plethora of new features as well as a completely redesigned front and back end. Starting with the front of the car, the bulbous extruding headlights that were a must on the previous Leaf for quieter airflow over the side mirrors are gone now. They have been relocated to the front of the car. What is keeping the wind from making an annoying whistling sound around the side mirrors? Well, Nissan has flared the hood up to mimic what the previous Leaf's headlights achieved. Along with that, they have relocated the charge port door up higher on the hood line and put in a full grille in its place. With the charge door relocated up on the hood line, it is well hidden from the casual look. Put the new hood design with the relocated headlights and new front fascia with full grille, you've got a much more aggressive stance on the new Leaf. The rear of the car has gotten an overhaul as well, with new taillights and a newly designed two-tone back hatch, which gives it a sportier feel than the previous model. Nissan didn't stop there with the Leaf styling upgrade. The new Leaf also sports a completely redesigned dashboard and instrumentation cluster. The minimalist look has been replaced with a more sophisticated look. The infotainment system now includes Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto and can play DVDs. The information center located on the instrumentation cluster has an intuitive UI giving you access to menus offering info on distance, on current charge, time until battery is fully charged, ProPilot settings, and energy consumption. The new information hub also has a new music box screen showing you what you are currently listening to on either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. There is also a new compass screen that doubles as your driving instructions when using the navigation system. The useful little blue button that shows the area available on current charge that used to be located on the steering wheel is now kind of buried in the information menu on the navigation system. No worries though, you can always customize the main menu with your most used apps and services. It's not just the blue button that has moved, both the charging and climate control timers have now moved from the navigation menu to the information menu on the instrumentation cluster, as well as the traction control override button that used to be located on the dash. It is now located in the instrument panel's information center. The Leaf signature startup sound is gone now, along with the ability to limit the charge time to 80% in the charge timer menu. Both of those features will be sorely missed. The mid and premium grades come with a ton of new safety features like blind spot warning, forward emergency braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure warning, and lane departure prevention, moving object detection, rear cross traffic alert, and intelligent around view monitor. With all those new safety features along with intelligent cruise control, you should have a little bit more peace of mind when out traveling down the road. So in closing, I'm going to just freestyle a little bit, but before I go to that, I forgot a few things. Let me throw this in real quick. The trunk space has been greatly improved with the new Leaf versus the prior Leaf. The way they did that is they have these wheel well areas. They have these things protruding from the sides, and they took them out. I don't know how they did it, I don't know what they did, but they took those things out from the side, so it really widened up your trunk space. It's really nice, quite nice. Found out that I checked on the batteries. The batteries are made, they're actually made in Japan still. They're a partnership with NEC and Nissan, and they're still made in the Smyrna plant over in Tennessee in America, and I don't remember where it was, but somewhere in the UK as well. So they're still the same batteries as in previous lease, just a bigger battery pack. Now let's go into the other things. Oh, I also did, I checked the A-pillars. I measured the A-pillars, and they haven't changed. Even though they made a big deal, about a year ago, they made a big deal about new technology to make their A-pillars much thinner using a special carbon fiber plastic mix. They didn't do it. So the A-pillars are exactly the same size as the previous leaf. Sorry about that. Also, the infotainment center, the display size is the same. It looks bigger on the new Leaf, but it's the same size. Okay, now going into the feelings about the car, first impressions about it. It's a fun to drive car. I don't know how they did. I keep asking my wife. She's getting a headache from me asking her over and over again. How did they take a 40 kilowatt hour battery and improve the range so much more than the 30 kilowatt hour battery? I don't know how they did it, but they did, and they did a great job. So it's a fun to drive car. It has plenty of range for this country, and I think personally, with the way the chargers are at 50 kilowatts over here, I think that's the best size for you if you live in Japan. Going into the international market, I don't know how I feel about this car. It has a lot of new safety package features, a lot of cool things, lots of bells and whistles, but let's be honest about that. It isn't 100% guaranteed to work. As you can see from my video, the conditions have to be pretty good, and the ironic thing about it is when you need those safety features the most is probably when they're not going to work. Like if it's heavy rain and the streets are kind of slippery, none of those sensors are going to work in heavy rain, or if it's bright, sun's in your eyes, the sun's in the car's eyes as well, so it's not going to see any better than you. So the times when you need those safety features the most likely you really won't be able to count on those things to work. So I don't know. Also the battery, with the new 40 kilowatt hour Leaf, we're looking at in American market starting on the G package, the top of line package, starts at $36,000. That's including a 7 kilowatt charger though, at $36,000. And plus, you're gonna want to throw some, things in to make, customize it to your liking. For 150 mile range, I think they missed the mark. All right, over here in Japan, we only have 3 EV makers: Nissan, BMW, and Tesla. That's it. The rest of the world, you guys have a lot more available to you. You have Volkswagen, Renault, Chevrolet, Kia, and Hyundai. You have a lot of different makers, and a lot of makers now, especially over in Europe and America, are starting to come out with, in the $40,000 range, 60 kilowatt hour battery cars. I have no idea what the high power version of the Leaf, what kind of price it's going to be at. I know it's going to be a 60 kilowatt hour battery. I know the battery's from LG most likely. I don't know what the price is going to be on the car. If they can keep the price under $50,000, maybe they have a chance with the rest of the market for a decent range car in the rest of the world. But even though Tesla's got a 2-year waiting list on the Model 3, the Model 3 already offers everything this car has for about the same price as the 40 kilowatt hour version. So I honestly don't know what's going to happen in the future with the Leaf. Leaf's on top right now. They've sold over 250,000 cars around the world. I don't know if that's going to keep up because Nissan kind of dragged their feet on putting out a bigger capacity battery vehicle. Only time will tell, guys. If you liked my video today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. I will have another video coming out real soon, hopefully within a couple weeks, and I'll be able to get a test drive, a proper range test on the new Leaf, and let you guys know how it does really in the real world. I want to do 2 drives. I want to do a super careful drive like I usually do in my car and see what kind of range I can get off of that. And then I want to drive it carefully, but more normally, you know, just like a normal person would drive a car with the air conditioning on or the heater on, and not so light-footed. Just drive it normally, get to excel up to speed on time and stuff, and see what the real life range, the real world range is like. So subscribe so you get a notification on that video coming out soon. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.